girls with their nails done now. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done now.
So, hello everyone to the MCCS Series 2 powered by Ooredoo Nation, and we are on the fourth day where the first match would be held between Valhalla and Espada MV, and we are already in the banning phase. And I guess in the drafting phase we would be seeing some meta heroes, and with that being said, we can see that Valhalla has already banned Hylos over there. And as I always say that if you're not gonna take Hylos, you must ban it, and they actually did that. And from the other side, from the side of Espada MV, they have banned Zushin over there. And if we talk about the gameplay of Zushin in the previous matches, we we've seen how much of a support hero she can be, how much tremendous support she can provide for the team, as well as how much damage she can deal with. Because in every matches where Zushin was picked, we saw that with very low HP, she was able to retreat from any corner situation, and also the amount of damage that comes out of her is insane amount of damage. That's totally something you should ban, because that's a new hero to this MLBB segment. So at this moment, that would have a lot of damage, which is a very common, which is very normal. And on the other side, we could see that they have banned Gacha as well. And if we look at the banning phase at this moment, we can see from the side of Valhalla, they are actually going for a roamer-oriented ban, and Saber is banned as well. And we know Saber can roam, Saber can go for jungling. So in that case, I would say yes, they have a roamer-oriented ban. And if we talk about Gatot Kacha as well, in the previous matches, where whenever Gatot Kacha was picked, it was something that might give you a nightmare, because in all the team fights, the amount of damage that came out from Gatot Kacha, that actually helped turn out the tables. So that was a pretty good decision, I must say. And if I look at the bans from Espada MV, they have banned Zask and Hayabusa after Zushin. So they actually focused on the mages, because if we talk about Zask's damages, those were actually insane. And in all the team fights, we could see that Zask was proving to be a nightmare as well. And the amount of damage he was dealing, and also how he was able to stand alone, and how he was able to defend the base alone. And if we talk about Hayabusa ban at that point, Hayabusa is a very fast jungler, so having a Hayabusa in your opponent could be dangerous. But if we look at the picks from the side of Valhalla, they have picked Ling as their jungler, and that was a pretty nice decision, I would say, again, because if your opponent did not ban Ling, and if you have a good Ling player in your team, that's a very good plus point for you, because you would be able to jungle first, and you can actually burst out the squishy heroes out there. And along with that, we can see they have Carmilla and Cecilian as well. So if we talk about this combination, these heroes are meant to play together. So the amount of damage that comes out of Cecilian is immense as well. And with his ultimate, he can actually deal a good amount of damage to the team fight. And also in the last game, he actually proves to be a nightmare as well. And if we talk about Carmilla along with Cecilian, they have a different power, Moonlit Walls, which actually provides them with an upper hand. And the amount of tankiness of Carmilla is actually immense. And she is very underrated, but how she can actually move throughout the whole map is very amazing, and the tankiness is there as well. And if we talk about the bans of Espada MV, I don't know why they have actually banned Minotaur over there, because the opponent has already picked their tank. So I don't know what they were thinking about, but we can see that from their side, they have picked Tigreal, Ruby, and Roger. And if we look at their lineup at this point, this is very tanky and this is very sustainable. The amount of crowd control Tigreal might provide is something you don't want to face, because with that implosion, he can hold up to all the players in your team. And when there would be Ruby, she can actually deal a lot of damage as well, and also she can have that amount of spell vamp. And if we talk about Roger, the amount of damage he provides alone is actually immense as well. So you wouldn't want to face a Roger if there is any squishy player in your team. And I guess Roger would be going for marksman lane here. And with that being said, we can see the banning phase has been completed, where Minotaur and Terizla has been banned from the side of Espada MV. The ban of Terizla is very understandable, because you have a Ruby in your team, so you wouldn't want to face a Terizla, and so there would be no sustainability. And if we talk about the current meta, we have seen Ruby versus Terizla mostly, so that was very understandable. And on the side of Valhalla, we can see that they have banned Julian, they have banned Ui as well, because if we talk about Ui, that's a mage that provides amount of burst damage, and also she can teleport your teammates, so she can actually be problematic hero for you. And the pick of and the ban of Julian makes sense as well. And from side of Valhalla, we can see that they have picked Franco and Popo and Koopa. So probably Carmilla would be going in the EXP lane, and they have a tank, plus they have a suppression tank as well. So a tank who can deal damage, and also a tank who can suppress the opponents. That's something very unusual to watch. And if we talk about Popo and Koopa, the amount of damage that comes out from this marksman is immense as well. And also the mobility of this hero is too much. And on the other side, we could see they have picked Martius as their jungler, which is very, very amazing. And they have picked Aurora, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, they have picked Aurora as their mage, and the amount of damage that comes out of Aurora, and also the way she has her passive in few seconds, that's something very annoying. You would be almost killing her, and then she would be frozen, and then she would come back to the game again. And if I talk about the lineup of Espada Envy, they have a lot of crowd control in their side. And if we look at the side of Valhalla, they have a huge amount of suppression there. So it's gonna be a match where we might have a big amount of adrenaline rush. And already we are in the land of dawn. So let's see how these teams have planned on executing this game. And already we can see that Carmilla is going in the EXP lane, where Franco is helping Link to secure that blue buff of him. And also we can see that Tigreal is coming to the red buff, so he would be poking that jungler, that is Ling, for a bit, and it would be disturbing where it might be problematic for him, because already we can see that Mortis is there, and also Aurora is there. So there's gonna be a fight breaking out, and already we can see that they are not giving up the red buff, and they might be able to invade that, because already 3 of their players are there. So I guess that's gonna be a problem for them. But Franco is there to save the day, but he is actually suppressing away the hero. So that was actually a good decision coming out from Espada Envy. But I guess if they wanted, they could have pushed that place, and Ling was alone there. So there was a bit of problem, I would say, or a bit of late decision. So that's why I don't think there a fight broke out there. And also we can see there is a rotation coming out towards the top lane, where Roger might get cornered, because we can see both the tanks are poking each other, and the marksmen are still clearing their lanes, and might be there is a slight chance where Tigreal might get taken out. But with a very, very low HP, he was able to retreat from the situation. On the other hand, the first blood was secured by Roger over there, and Franco was taken down. But there was also a kill from the side of Valhalla. They have actually taken the kill of Tigreal, who was trying to retreat from there, and a double kill was secured by Ling over there. So the rotation coming out from Ling is actually amazing, and the mistake that Espada Envy did, Valhalla did not repeat that. And with that being said, the match goes to a very passive situation once again, where we can see that Aurora versus Sicilian is going on there, and the first turtle has already arrived. So let's see if there any type of competition occurs, because we can see from the side of Espada Envy, they are trying to secure the turtle, and Carmilla is there. So I don't think Carmilla would be able to do much of a thing there, because she does not have that amount of damage yet. And with that being said, Martius has secured the turtle, and the match is going actually very neck to neck if we look at the goal over there. And if I'm not wrong, I think Cecilian would be taken down, and Cecilian was taken down by Martius over there. And in the casting deck, I am here with you, Prerona, and with me here is Z.
Hello everyone, I'm extremely sorry for being a bit late today, but if we do look at the match, it's between Valhalla and Espada MB. So right at the bat, of course, Perna has been doing a very good job with the entire match and everything. But if we do look at the goal difference at the moment right now, and Valhalla is doing pretty well. They are leading by 400 gold, and with that being said, almost Aurora was targeted, but a very good flicker coming out, and this is a counter attack coming out from Valhalla, and Aino will be taking out Aurora's kill. Aino will get taken out in the process, maybe, yep. And it's gonna be a shutdown coming in from Aurora, and this time Popol and Koopa, they are here targeting Genji, but Penguin TZ is here, and he's barely going to survive, and Genji is gonna be retreating as well. But on the other hand, we can see that a lot of the team fights are being very equal right now, but Valhalla has the advantage right now with one turret already taken from their side, and Espada, they are trying their best to come back from this, but they are they are lacking behind in one turret. And on the other hand, we can see that Espada is, they're trying to get back the gold, but it's not going to happen anytime soon. So what I think is that they are going to need some time to recover from this. And Zoro TZ, as we were talking about it, Zoro TZ has gotten a new item, so it will be a bit easier for him to sustain at this point. And this time, Pengu TZ is trying to go in for a bit, and Ragnar with that amazing iron hook, but that was a close range iron hook, and I don't think it's very wise to target Pengu TZ because he is the tanks, and he's the tank, and he is playing Tigreal, and Tigreal is one of the most tankiest tanks in the game right now. And Genji, as we were talking about the whole fight, Genji secured the red buff of Ling, and Ling is gonna have to suffer a bit for that because it's the early game. Ling won't have much damage without the red buff. And as we're talking about it, this is Genji getting taken out by Popol, and this time it is Ooredoo taking out Aino, and Pengu TZ is gonna get taken out by Kaikuru as well. And Ooredoo, on the other hand, did secure our Ragnar's kill, Verna.
Exactly, and the amount of damage coming out from both the teams are immense at this point, and where we can see that Sicilian was able to sustain over there with a very low HP, and he is recalling to the base, and there is still no commitment on the turtle yet because both the junglers were down over there, and they had to lose many of their players over there, so they would be retreating, and I guess another fight might break out while taking that turtle, because we can already see that from the side of Espada Envy, they are trying to rotate towards the turtle where Popol and Koopa is already there, and Franco is actually providing vision for the team, and if this turtle goes to the side of Espada Envy, that might not look good for Valhalla because they will be actually lagging behind in gold over there in very soon. And with that being said, Tigreal was taken down. The amount of damage coming out from Sicilian at this point is unthinkable. And if you look at the HP of Aurora, she is very low HP, and there was a nice initiation coming out from Sicilian to chase her down, but she had to retreat. And I guess it's the best time for Valhalla to take that turtle because the players of Espada Envy are a bit distracted at this point. So Popol has secured the turtle. So at this point, the game is going in a very passive situation. So what do you think about the Carmela versus Ruby situation in the EXP Lindsay?
I think it's a good combination, but it would have been better, like because they don't have, like, they have two. They are struggling a bit, honestly, but at the same time, Pato is gonna get taken out. Zoro TZ is trying to use that I'm offended, but Pato is a lot tankier than I thought he'd be, and that being said, he will sustain, and this is Sicilian and Carmela at the same time, but Aurora is here to deal some damage as well, and yeah, it's not looking good because Ragnar is here, one iron hook, and Aino is gonna go in, and Aino will secure Genji's kill, and Pengu TZ is here, but he's a bit late because the fight just ended, in my opinion, and Ragnar is still trying to do something. I'm offended being used once again, and this is Pengu TZ with the implosion, and that being said, our Ragnar might get taken out, but oh, he will get taken out by Super Miki. And with that being said, the goal lead is still in favor of Valhalla. And the question that you asked, that it's a Carmela versus Ruby in the goal lane, if I'm not wrong, right? That's what you asked. So I think
EXP lane, yeah.
Yeah, in the XP lane, and I think Ruby has a considerable advantage because Ruby can sustain and deal damage at the same time. Also coming in, a mistake on his part. It's ultimate being used, but I think he might get punished for it. But he will survive because Popol did send out Koopa to defend Aino at that moment, and that was a very good play coming out from the Popol. So if it continues like this, I think the chances of our Ragnar with a very good iron hook, and Pengu TZ is getting bursted out by the Sicilian. Sicilian still hasn't gotten his entire damage up yet, but he was able to secure almost 80% HP from that Tigreal, so that was a very good play on his part. But if we do look at the top lane, it's getting destroyed by Popol right now, and Popol is basically getting free farm at this point. And Ragnar did try to set up an Iron Hook, but that's not a possibility at the moment. And Pengu Kutizi is getting taken out by Kaikuru. And that being said, on Ragnar will get taken out by Obito. And a lot of damage is being dealt by the Sicilian, but it's still not late game, Perno. We have to consider that if the Sicilian is dealing that much damage in the mid game, just imagine how much damage he would deal in the late game. And with that being
Oh
said,
my
Zoro
god.
TZ is getting taken out, and oh my goodness, Zoro TZ still surviving barely, and Ling went a bit too deep, and he will get punished for it. And as we were talking about it, Zoro TZ along with Genji got taken out during the skirmish, and now it's just a skirmish in the top lane right now, and I think both the sides are playing relatively safe right now, and nobody's trying to go into too deep into the lane, so that is very good from both of their part. Kaikuru is here, and Penguin TZ is getting bursted out by that Sicilian. And just look at that damage. Does he not have any magical defense? What is happening right now? That was a very good setup coming out from Penguin TZ, but he did not have enough support backing him up. And Super Miki will get taken out. Muffin is coming out from the Ruby, and Obito is going to be securing some kills. Genji with Earl Ragnar's kill secured, and this is Pato, and Sobesh might get taken out as well. But this is Aino coming to his support, and with that being said, it's gonna be the fight is gonna end for the time being, and everyone's gonna go back to their lanes. I think it's a perfect time for Espada MV to take the Lord, but they do not have they do have their marksman. They have everyone. Why are they not taking the Lord? Maybe they're scared of Ling and his retribution, and Genji does not have his retribution yet, so maybe that was the reason why they did not go for the turtle. But other than that, I think it would have been a very good decision if Ling if Espada MV if they contested the Lord. It would have been very good for them because they were leading with a very considerable position right now, and if they did secure the Lord, it would have set them up in the gold in the network as well. So currently it's not looking too crazy at any part of the town. So everyone's just doing their thing. They're trying to build up some attacks, and maybe everyone's just focusing on clearing their lanes right now. But if you do look at the turret situation right now, the turrets are not looking too good for Espada MV because they have only secured one tier 3 turret. On the other hand, Valhalla, they have secured two tier 3 turrets and one tier 2 turret. So that is looking very good for them. Sorry, 3 tier 3 turrets. So yeah, every tier 3 turret is already gone from the side of Espada MV. They have lost a lot of the map coverage, and it's going to be a bit tough for them to defend at this point and even set up attacks. Colonel.
I think that as well, because we can see how Popul was able to take down the turrets very easily with the help of Tufa over there, and that's the specialty of him. And with that being said, we could see a very nice item coming out from Franco over there, and Martis was taken down, and I guess Tigreal will be taken down there as well. And with the help of Franco, they actually gave the kill to Franco, and also we can see there might be a situation where actually Valhalla would be taken down and shut down, secured by Sicilian over there, and I guess he would be outnumbered there, Zoro twice. And Zoro was taken down, but Ling was taken down as well. So both the teams have lost their junglers, but the mistake that Espada MV did, Valhalla wouldn't be doing that. So the marksman and the mage is there to secure the Lord, and even the Roger would be coming there any time, but I don't think he would be able to reach there before the turtle is being gets secured, and the turtle was secured. The Lord was secured by Valhalla, and we can see that they with losing map control, they are actually falling behind. The snowballing coming out from Valhalla is actually showing up the why they should be actually going aggressive, and we can already see that the Lord is marching towards the top lane, and the inhibitor might get taken out over there, or maybe Carmilla can actually secure the turret in the EXP lane, and also we can see they are trying to defend the Lord over there, and Sicilian is providing damage, and I don't know what's gonna happen over there, but we can see that they are trying to defend the Lord, where Sicilian is also trying to take down 2 or 3 kills, and with the help of Moonlit Wall, they actually wanted to go in, but since there was no type of minion pressure from the side of Valhalla, they could not do much to that. They could not take much advantage of that Lord. But if we look at Carmilla over there, she is actually split pushing, and she would push the turret, and if they lose another turret over there, that would be problem for Espada MV. because
Yep.
they have already lost a lot of map control. They have lost many of the players, and if we look at the levels of this mages and level of the junglers over there, it's just 14 for Martis, and Ling is 14 as well. So they are in an equalizer. But if we look at the damage coming out from Sobe over there, that's immense, because Aurora is just in 12, and Cecilian is 13, and also with Cecilian there is Carmilla in the team. So their combination might give them a bit of problematic situation. So if they do not go aggressive at this point, they might have to pay for that.
I do agree. And with that being said, another fight is breaking out in near the blue buff of the Espada MV, but it's gonna get shut down very quickly, and nobody's gonna come to a fight right now because both the teams are very much scared that this is the late game already, and if any one of them falters a bit, the other team is gonna be ending the game very quickly. And Penguin TZ is here coming in, but that was a failed attempt. He still has the implosion, but he will get taken out before he could even think about using the implosion. And now there's just a lot of damage being dealt from the side of Valhalla MB, and with them, Popol and Koopa, they were able to secure the kill of Genji as well. And with that being said, Sobesh is trying to deal some damage, and I think Sobesh should go for another penetration item because he's just not dealing enough damage at this point. Zoro TZ is trying to go a bit forward, but that won't be necessary right now. But the minions are trying to build up near the mid lane, and a great item coming out from Benko as Zoro TZ might get taken out, but he used one final I am offended before going out, and that was not that beneficial. But if Aino was taken out, that would have been very beneficial for them. And right now the Lord is here, and this is an enhanced Lord of 15 minutes, so I think they might go for the Lord because they have the Popol as well as the Ling, so they have a ton of damage. And we cannot forget about the Sicilian for sure, because Sicilian in late game is a complete menace, and I think he is one of the best late game heroes that ever existed in Mobile Legends at this point. And they're trying their best to take out the Lord, and there's going to be no competition from Espada MV whatsoever. So currently, if we look at the situation right now, Valhalla is leading by almost 6,000 gold, and on the other hand, Espada MV, they're trying to build up they're trying to build up their gold, but they are still one turret only, and they have only secured one turret, but they're doing their best to defend right now. So I think they can focus. They cannot focus on any other turrets, and they can only hope for a wipeout, and only then can they actually do something, Perona. Because other than that, I don't see a possibility of Espada MV doing anything in this match. So overall, it's not looking too good for them. But on the other hand, they can still come back from this, I believe.
I think that as well, but with the Lord coming, I don't know for how long they would be able to sustain there, because we can see the aggression coming out from Valhalla. They are actually going in, and there might be another chance of a fight breaking out in the mid lane, because the turret is not looking good. And with that being said, Popol was able to take down the turret, and they got more of a map control over there because they have lost all of their inhibitors at this point, and the Lord has arrived as well. And amazing iron is coming out from Franco over there, but Popol was taken down by Roger, and Carmilla was taken down by Mertis, and so things are not looking as good as it started for Valhalla, because they had to lose two of their players, which actually caused them penny, because we can see that Espada MV actually defended that thing, and they got that opening they were looking for. And I guess they should go for the turrets at this point, because no one is there to defend the turrets of top lane or in the bottom lane, even though Cecilian is in the middle lane. So if with that being said, we can see that Ruby is actually going for the turret in the top lane, Ruby and Mertis. So let's see how thing ends for them, because I guess they are a bit late now, and Cecilian might burst out Mertis over there, and as well as Ruby too, because the amount of damage that would be coming out from him would be unbearable at this point. And there is Popol as well. So the amount of mobility they have at this point and the suppression they have at this point is immense. So, and also if we talk about Mertis over there, we know Mertis loses his skills. He falls behind when it is late game. So they are not able to take advantage of that. I would say they are not able to take full advantage of that yet. What do you think?
Yep, and because Martis is going to be losing his potential very soon into the game. Sorry. So yeah, it might be a bit harder for Espada MV to do something at this point because they will be losing Mortis and his usability very soon in this game, and a lot of the game will depend on Roger from now on. And Pengu TZ trying to go in, everyone is a bit scattered, but at the same time, Sobesh will be taken out by Genji, and I think Mortis is not like us talking bad about him, and that's why he just showed us that he's still worthy of being the jungler, and he just showcased his expertise. And Zoro is trying to get the team down, and Kaikuru will get taken out. Genji is chasing, but I don't think he has his ultimate, or else it would have been game over for both Pato and Earl Ragnar. But yeah, Genji was not able to do anything right now, and I think it's better if they go for the Lord right now. But what are they trying to do? Yeah, they are doing the right thing. They are here near the Lord, and they have not noticed the Franco in the bush yet. So there might be an upset for Espada MB, but the chances of that happening are very low, Prerna. And I think Zoro TZ kind of got a hint of what is happening, and yeah, he did went to the bush, and yeah, there's a lot gonna the lot is gonna get secured by Espada MT, and because it's like 18 minutes and over, this is an enhanced Celestial Lord, and it's gonna be very hard to defend against this from the side of Valhalla MT, but they are still leading with the turrets and everything. So the only way Espada MV can win this is by one singular push. If they're able to do their push correctly, they will be winning this match. But if anything else happens or they get wiped out, it's gonna be game over for them. So I think we are near the end game, Prerna, and this might end very soon into the game. Everyone is trying to try and take down the mid lane tier 3. I think they're going to be marching towards the mid lane tier 2 right now, and it will get taken out without much of a problem, but nope, Sicilian and his late game damage is just insane, and Pengu TZ with that implosion, but there is no one to back him out, so therefore, it's gonna be Sabash that's gonna secure another kill, and Genji is with very low HP. Aino is trying to chase Genji, but Aino doesn't have much HP as well, so it's gonna be better if everyone retreats. Super Miki is gonna get taken out, but Kaikuru, on the other hand, is gonna get taken out by Super Miki, and I don't think Sicilian himself can defend the Lord single-handedly, but the team there is trying to kind of end the game at this point, but I don't think he will be able to end the game that easily, because still Obito and Genji, they're still active, and if they do decide to do something, it might be a bit problematic for them. But yeah, the Lord was successfully defended by Valhalla, and they just lost 2 turrets. That is a bit unexpected. I honestly expected more turrets to be lost in this team fight, but they did not. So they did a very good job defending the whole thing. But now it's gonna be, it's gonna be a wait game, because everyone needs to wait their turn and engage only when necessary. Because one bad engage and anyone can lose this game right now. And one single bad engage is all it takes, because it's the late game, and now every single resurrection timer is going to be more than a minute, so it will be a bit problematic for anyone who dies at this point. And Genji is not in a very favorable position, but yeah, he might get taken out, and this is Sicilian dealing a ton of damage. Genji will get taken out by Earl Ragnar, and now Valhalla has the upper hand once again. They have the number advantage, but on the other hand, Espada MV, they have lost their jungler, and they are behind by one entire person, and I think a lot of the game will depend on Pengu TZ and his engages right now. But Pengu TZ and Zoro TZ, they are 2 of the players who are going to be the key factor to this game, and Espada MV can only defend if both the players do their parts perfectly. But this is Pengu TZ getting bursted out by the side of Valhalla, and Popol has already locked into the turret, but it's not going to be a very good decision, and Pengu TZ going in under Ragnar. Obito with a very low HP did manage to survive, but just look at that damage coming off on the Sicilian. He's just bursting everyone out. He also has the Sky Piercer, and I think this is going to be game over for Espada MV. Obito is still trying to defend as much as possible, but I don't think that's a possibility. And with that being said, the Valhalla is going to be securing the victory for the second match of the night. And yeah, that was a very good match, honestly, Colonel.
That's a very good aggressive gameplay coming out from Valhalla over this, so congratulations to them. So if we talk about what's wrong in this game, I would say the amount of aggression Valhalla had versus the amount of aggression Espada MV had was a bit lower than them, and they did their first mistake while not taking the first Lord. Remember, while you were saying that yeah, they should take the Lord, since there was no Ling over there. So I guess that's where they actually fell behind. So I hope they wouldn't be repeating the mistakes again in the second game, and we would be right back with the second match. Be right with us.
I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done.
Back to the second match of MCCS S2, where we actually saw how Valhalla went aggressive in the first match, and the second match is going to be held between Team Ada and the Legends, and we are already in the drafting phase. And in this drafting phase as well, I would be expecting some meta heroes getting banned over here, and let's see which type of hero they actually ban there, and they are taking a bit of time, so I guess that might be a jungler oriented ban. And in the casting deck here, I am with you, Prerona, and with me is Zine. And we can see that Zine is waiting for the first ban as well, I think. And we can see that, Zushin was getting banned from here. And if we talk about the whole tournament, this Zushin was getting either banned or getting picked. So mostly we have seen her in the banning phase more. And from the side of the Legends, they have banned Ling, which is very, very understandable, because if you do not have a Ling player in your team, you must ban that thing, because the amount of damage that comes out of Ling is very immense. And in the previous match as well, we saw how much of damage Ling has caused, and that was actually kind of a nightmare, I would say. And also the amount of damage that came out from Sicilian in the previous match was insane as well. So if someone else faces Valhalla, they might just ban out Sicilian as well. And if we look at the bannings at this point, we can see from the side of Team Ada, they have banned Saber. So this is the second match, and we have already seen Saber getting banned twice. And from the side of Legends, they have banned Roger. So they are probably going for a jungler-oriented ban, whereas Team Ada is actually going for some personal bannings, I would say, because we do not see that much of Saber gameplay, but they have went for it, and they have also banned Sushin and Zask. So that's something that's very personal, I guess, because they had time to study this team. So best of luck to them for this match. And already we can see from the side of the Legends, they have banned Hayabusa as well. And if we talk about Hayabusa, we all know how much of damage he causes. And from the side of Team Ada, they have already went for Ruby. And I guess Ruby would be going for EXP lane. And what do you think about the first pick of EXP laner first?
I guess Ruby is a priority pick in the current meta, so picking Ruby is not the best, not the worst idea. But on the other hand, the Legends, they have decided to take the Sicilian and Hanabi at the same time. So we know that there is a current combination going, that is the Hanabi and the Lolita in the same team. So it would be better if they secured the Lolita early on. But if you look at Team Ada, they are trying to, they're trying to build up a combination of meta heroes. And maybe not. So they're still hovering over for their heroes, and Irithel is one of their picks. Maybe Irithel might get picked at the, I don't know honestly, because it's too early to predict their remainder of the picks. But Irithel is getting hovered over, so maybe they will decide to take the Irithel. But nope. Oh yeah, they did take the Irithel, and they have taken the Paramis as well. So maybe they're trying to work out a combination, or Irithel is just their late game insurance. But on the other hand, the Legends still have, they have a perfectly strong late game lineup right now. Terizla is also going to be very good against Ruby in the XP lane. So both the teams have their bans remaining, and none of them have picked their roamers yet. So I think roamers will be the top priority for the second phase of the bans. And as we can see, that Team Ada, they have not picked their roamer and the jungler. And on the other hand, here the Legends, they have also not picked the roamer and their jungler. So I think roamers and junglers are going to be the top priority for the bans right now. And yeah, as I was saying, Hanabi and Lolita, the combination is a bit too dangerous right now. And Lolita is going to get picked by is going to get banned from Team Ada, and the Legends, they are deciding on what to ban in the last phase. I think Peleric would be a very good ban in this situation, because Peleric can counter Hanabi to some extent, but they are going to be banning that Tigreal because of that insane amount of crowd control that the Tigreal can dash out. So it's a good ban session right now, Perna, because both the teams, they have prioritized their picks and they are banning stuff that they don't need right now. And yeah, as we're talking about it, Julian has got a ban, and I think Julian ban is pretty meta right now, and Julian can be used as a jungler as well. So he is one of the reasons. That is one of the reasons why Julian has ended up getting banned. But on the other hand, it's the time for the Legends to pick right now. And what do you think? What will they take?
They have so many of hero options left, and we can see they are hovering over Gatotkacha as a jungler. I guess that would change, because we haven't seen Gatotkacha jungling in a while, right? And they have went for Gatotkacha as a roam, I would say. And from the other side, there might be a pick of Atlas or a Baleric, as you were talking about Baleric, because we haven't seen any Baleric ban or any type of pick. So let's see how they end for it. And we are seeing that they have hovered so many of roamers, and they are still, I guess, locking on Atlas. But let's see what happens over there. They might also go for a support hero, but we can see they have finally locked onto Carmilla. Carmilla being very tanky and also having a lot of damage dealing capability, and also the way she actually bounces off her damages. That's something actually you need in your team fights. And we can see that they have went for Ben, and as Ben can actually jungle first and jungle very fast, and also he can actually push turrets. So That might be a good pick, I would say, because the way they would be executing this lineup is actually how the match would go. So we cannot predict anything yet. And also from the side of that's Joy, right? Yeah, if I'm not wrong, they have picked Joy. I missed that part. Did you notice?
Nope, I did not. So we'll have to wait till the game, and then we can say for sure about the picks. And I believe that both the teams have had their share of picks, and they are gonna go with pretty decent picks, Perna. Because now is a phase that where picks will be mattering a lot. And with that being said, we are almost at the game, and what do you think? I think both the teams they'll have to sustain for a bit. Nobody has that much early game damage, so they will have to wait till the mid game. So if they want to come online, so if that happens, this game might go to both sides precisely.
Any
But
side,
at the
yeah.
same time, but no, Joy did not get picked. It was Popol and Koopa that was picked, and Popol and Koopa are going to be playing the Popel and Koopa are going to be playing jungler. That's a very good strategy, if you ask me. And here, Kacha is going to be the one playing the roam. And General is already at his lane, but none of them, both Iritel and Hanabi, both of them are very late game oriented. So none of them will be risking their lives in the early game. So on the other hand, in the top lane, it is the battle between two of the most tankiest heroes in the game right now. And yeah, everyone is helping Popol secure the Little Wanderer. And I think who got the Little Wanderer? I cannot see for sure. And yeah, it is Team Ada that got the Little Wanderer, and that is going to help them out a bit. And if you look at Bane's jungling capabilities, he has already taken both his red and the blue buff. So he is leading ahead in the gold run. But on the other hand, in the top lane, it is a normal skirmish, and I think Ruby is here trying to. No, Ruby is not trying to stop the lanes from coming, but yeah, that would have been a viable choice, but maybe he's not interested in that at the moment. And that being said, in the mid lane, it's just everyone rotating and everyone's trying to set up shop in the bottom lane. So here, General is trying to bait someone out, and Freaks might get taken out by Zion, and yep, he is gonna get taken out by the Carmilla. So first blood goes to Team Ada, and Team Ada has been playing very well, to be honest, and they're playing very professionally. They're focusing on their rotation. They have secured a first rotation to the gold lane, and now they can rotate freely to the turtle and the XP lane in the process. And that is a very good strategy from their part. But I believe the rotation was a bit slow coming out from the legends because they have Sicilian, and as we know, Sicilian is not the best early game mage in the game right now. And in the turtle side, we can see that the turtle is getting baited out, but Zion is the one who's going to be securing the turtle, and Freaks might get taken out. Enough is going to go down, and this is Zion trying to go in. Terizla coming in, and Terizla is doing a lot of damage, but I think Terizla might get taken out in the process because Paramis did use the Cult Altar, and that is going to be working in their benefit, and Perez is going to get taken out by the Ruby, and this is looking good for the Legends because they are already behind by 2,000 gold, and it has just been almost 3 minutes into the game, Perna.
Exactly, and we saw how they are actually rotating. The thing you were just saying that the rotation is just very amazing. And with that being said, we can see that in the goal lane there might be a fight in very few minutes because we are not seeing the tank over there. The tank is helping out the EXP lane, where I think it's very unnecessary because the amount of spell vamp Ruby has, it's just not necessary at this point because you must feed your MM at this point because Hanabi is alone there, whereas there is Carmilla, where there is Iritel. But I think they have their own strategy, and we can see from the side of Team Ada, they are actually rotating towards the EXP lane as well. I guess they would be going in for another fight on Terizla because if Terizla is not Terizla actually if Terizla gets down here, they would be able to take down the turret on the top lane. They would be able to secure some gold from that turret. And if we look at the bottom lane right now, there is Popo, there is Hanabi, so two marksmen. Even though Popol is jungling, he is a marksman. So that would cause problem for Iritel. We could also see that there was Katutkacha. I don't know why they did not go for Iritel. There were three people out there, so I would say that's a bad decision. And with that being said, Popo is being taken down, and I guess Katutkacha would be taken down as well. Paramis took the kill of Katutkacha over there. Ben used his ultimate already, and even though that wasn't that much of useful ultimate, but they were able to divert the players of the legends, and they are actually going for the turtle, and there would be no contest in the turtle because the jungler isn't there, and also we couldn't see any of the players from them, and also we can see as how they are actually trying to corner out Cecilian over there, but Cecilian was able to retreat from the situation because he was almost in the turret, so that actually gave him an upper hand on. And on the other hand, we can see at the top lane that Terizla was being getting cornered, but he went into his turret in the perfect timing, and we can see a lane cut from the side of Ruby. The thing you were talking about, that Ruby should lane cut and stuff, he actually heard you, I guess.
Yeah, and Ruby is doing her part very well. And in the mid lane, we can see that a lot of them are trying to rotate, and this is a 3v2 situation in the mid lane. But it might get shifted to the other side. Carmilla already used her vengeance and is gonna get taken out by Enough in the process. But look at the damage coming out from the Bane, and it's a triple kill. And the only thing that Bane used was the Dedicat. And it was game over for the Legends. That's just how much fed Bane is in the current game. Just look at his KDA. It's 503. Who can compete against that? This is just phenomenal gameplay coming out from the Bane. If we could only look at his build, we would have understood what is giving him the edge and why he's just doing so well. And look at that, as we were talking about it. He just melted down that Hanabi, and Freaks is here, but I don't think that would be a very good decision. So yep, they're going to be retreating back, and the turtle is going to be spawning in about 20 seconds. And after the turtle spawns, it's going to be, I think it's going to be a free turtle for Team Ada. And on the other hand, Terizla is trying to do his part, but it's just not enough at this point. And if we do look at Ruby is rolling with a very good KDA, 1 on 3. That is fairly good. And in a second, the turtle. And with that turtle, I think it's going to be a free turtle for Team Ada. And with that being said, yep, Team Ada is already there at the turtle, and it's going to get secured in a second.
Yeah, and with that being said, we can see that Terizla actually went for the turret over there because Ruby wasn't there. Ruby was there to disturb the jungler of the Legends, which actually helped them to divert from the turtle, and that was a nice station, I would say, because Ruby would be able to hold there, even though the turret is not looking good, but she would be able to hold up against Terizla, and we can already see that Faramis is trying to help her out, but let's see for how long this fight goes on, because we can see the rotation coming out from Team Ada over there, and I guess the turret might be taken out over there, even though Gatukacha used his ultimate, but Bing used his ultimate as well. But let's see how the fight ends, and Carmilla was taken down by Cecilian over there, and we can see they are still trying to get hold onto Gatukacha, and Gatukacha was taken out, and the amount of damage coming out from this Ben is insane. A triple kill secured by Zen over there, and I guess they will be going for Terizla now because Terizla is outnumbered there, and as I was saying that the capability of his turret securing is insane, and again another ultimate coming out from Ben over there that actually helped Faramis to secure the kill of Terizla over there. And even though Ben was very low HP, we can see how fast he regenerated over there. So as you were saying, that if we could look at the build of Zen over there, we could have understood that why he is going so aggressive and how he is sustaining in all the team fights. Because we can see his KDA is 904, and in every situation he was able to retreat from that. And also we can see that from the side of Team Ada, they have secured 5 turrets already. That is, without the tier 2 turret of the top lane, they have secured almost all the turrets. So let's see what happens. And inhibitors are left, so I think they would be going for the inhibitors in no minute, because already we can see that they are trying to taunt the teammates of the Legends. So let's see how things end.
Yep, and it is not looking good for the Legends right now. But if they can come back or get a shutdown on Bane, it will look a lot better for them. And we can just see that Team Ada has given away 2 kills. It was just Carmilla giving out 2 kills in general, and one of the kills were given by Ruby. That's weird. That's total 3, but it only shows 2. Maybe someone was annihilated by the tower. And as we were talking about that, it was Irito that secured the Lord, and it's gonna be another good push coming out from the side of Team Ada because of the Lord. And look at that damage from Thanamis as well. I think the whole thing is about gold right now, because look at Team Ada's gold. They are at 33,000 gold, where the Legends is just at 21,700 gold. That's almost 12,000 gold difference. So the amount of damage we're seeing from them it's relatively normal, to be honest, Prerna. Because if you have a gold lead that big, it's very usual. Like, it's very normal to get that much damage. And the Lord is already here, and the Lord is bursting down the bottom lane tier 1, which is the inhibitor. And I think it might be game over for them. But yeah, Perez is trying to deal as much damage as possible, but it is going to be a cult altar being used. On the other hand, General is going to burst out everyone. Now she is going to secure Popo's kill. And as we were talking about it, the game had ended in the favor of Team Ada. So that was just a beautiful gameplay from their part. And that being said, I think we are done for this match, and we are going to go for a short break. And after that, we will be back with the next game of the night.
I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to MCCS Season 2. This is me, your caster Zine, along with Perna, and we are here for the next match. And this is between Valhalla and Team Ada, both of the winners from the previous matches. So it's gonna be fairly good for them, and it's gonna be a fairly good match, honestly, because both the teams have proven their worth, and now it's the batting phase for them. So the 50% of this match is gonna get decided here, right now, because the draft is that important in high voltage matches. And with that being said, Team Valhalla, they're going to be banning out the Faramis as well as the Hylos. On the other hand, from Team Ara, they are banning the Ling. So that is a very good ban for the time being. And with that being said, I'm your caster scene along with the amazing Prerna.
I think the girls with their nails
Thank
done.
you for passing me the mic, and we could see how actually Team Ada played Paramis and how actually Valhalla played Ling and Ruby as well. So I guess this is why they have. You should study your opponent before any match, and they have done that very well. And from the side of Valhalla, I think they would go for Saber ban again. And yes, with that being said, we can see that Saber is getting banned back to back 3 times today. And also, I guess from the side of Team Ada, they should go for a Zushin or a Sicilian ban because both the teams played Sicilian. So anytime anyone would be picking Sicilian, so I don't think that's a mage that you should keep open for any of the opponents. And already the first pick goes to Valhalla, and they are hovering over Zask. And if we talk about Zask pick, that's amazing, I would say, because in the throughout the whole tournament, we could see how Zask was actually providing damage and how he was able to stand for the team and how he actually provided an upper hand for the team fight. And if we talk about the current meta as well, Zask is a meta hero. So yeah, that's actually understandable why you would pick that. And with that being said, we can say from the side of Team Ada, they have went for Roger and Hayabusa. So Hayabusa would be going for the jungle, and
It's like blood.
Roger would be going for the marksman, I guess. And if we talk about Roger marksman, that's something which has a lot of mobility, a lot of damage, and from the early game to late game, he has his potential. So any marksman you pick, that's gonna be a problem. And they didn't let me finish my sentence, and they have already picked Popol, which is another damage dealing marksman. So that's something we are gonna actually we would be excited to watch because Popol has that much of mobility, and also Roger has that much of mobility. So things are gonna get heated up in the marksman lane. What do you think?
Nails done.
I'm sorry, I did not get your question. Could you please repeat that?
How about what do you have to say about the lane fight about among Popol and among Roger?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a fairly good fight. One has an extra dog, and the other can transform into a wolf. So yeah, so it's gonna be very tenacious in the lane, honestly, because Popol and Koopa, they are experts with their range and everything. But Roger, on the other hand, is very good and phenomenal at finishing others off. So it's gonna be it's gonna be a hard deduction for the XP. Sorry, for the gold lane. And here, from the side of Team Anna, we can see Minsitar as well as Julian getting banned. From the side of Valhalla, it is none other than Tigreal and God of Kasha getting banned. This one, Team Anna are looking to get that Terizla there. And it's gonna be, of course, it's looking pretty good for Team Anna right now because they have gotten 2 of the most picked heroes in the current meta, as well as that Terizla. Terizla is also the highest picked XP laner for this current meta. So they have 3 super good meta heroes. And on the other hand, Team Valhalla has one of the meta heroes, that is Zask, and it is looking good, honestly. I'm excited about this match because both the teams have gotten some very good picks down, and it will be very fun to observe this match. And this time Earl Ragnar is going to be picking that Franco once again, and we have seen from the last match that Earl Ragnar was very good with his hooks. Every single one of them almost connected, and yeah, it's gonna be a very fun match to watch. And yep, Xborg is getting picked from the side of Valhalla because of that Terizla. Because Terizla's one of the biggest counters that Terizla can have is an Alpha or an Xborg because of their true damage. So overall, it's looking fairly good for both the teams. They have very good picks. None of the picks make us question our lives, but on the other hand, if we do look at the weight of both the teams, I think Team Ara, they're carrying more weight with their picks because they have got the Roger for the gold lane, and the Hayabusa itself is always banned in most matches. So I am very hopeful about Team Ara for this match. On the other hand, Valhalla, they are going with a bit of their comfort pick, and Sobesh this time did get the Zast, so it's not too bad for them either, Perla.
Yeah, I think that as well. And if we look at the thing you used to say that Terizla versus Xborg, I think there might be a change because we have seen in the first match how Valhalla actually played Carmilla in EXP lane, and that's something we don't see usually. And also, we could say they did not have any type of jungler, so Xborg I guess, would be going for jungling. So that's something we would be
Welcome to
expectating,
Mobile
and let's see
Legends.
how things end for both the teams because as you were saying that things are looking good
5
for Ada
seconds till the
already.
enemy
I would
reaches
say
the
we
battlefield.
have
Smash
already
them.
spectated the aggression coming out from
Destroy.
Team Valhalla as well. So we cannot actually predict anything because this match is gonna be very neck to neck. I assume, and we are already in the land of dawn where we would be saying Carmilla versus Terizla. So Carmilla versus Terizla is something we haven't seen commonly, and let's see how things end for Carmela over here. And already we can see there it might be a chance of a fight breaking out in the mid lane because Valentina is there and Minotaur is there as well. So I guess if Valentina actually copies the ultimate of Zax, that might provide some upper hand for the team. The ultimate of Xborg or the ultimate of Zaz, that's gonna be an upper hand for their team. And since there is Hayabusa, since there is Minotaur, and as Minotaur can be a tank and also he can heal, so that might pressurize Team Valhalla for a bit, I think. And already we are in the top lane. We can see that there are three players coming up from the side of Team Ada are waiting for Popol, or they might go for Franco as well. And already we have seen they are actually going in for Franco, but instead they had to deal a lot of damage, and that's the wise decision if they recall directly from there, because things are not looking pretty nice for Minotaur in the very beginning, because
Yep.
he does not have that much of build yet. So yeah, he should play a bit safe and build 2 or 3 items, and then he should be the one to poke or to start any fight. And already we can see that from the side of Team Ada, they are actually trying to focus on Xborg and Carmilla, and also the turtle has spawned. So let's see if any type of fight starts from this turtle fight.
Yep, I can see high chances of a fight breaking out right now, but they're trying to harass Zayn as much as possible, and they are successful in doing that, honestly, because Zayn is getting backlogged to some extent, and on the other hand, we can see that Terizla is on level 4 yet, but Otto is. So it is not looking too good for Team Ada right now, but on the other hand, they are going to retreat from the turtle, and it is gonna be Team Ada there that are gonna start the turtle, and Sopesh is here. He's trying to maybe set up an ultimate, and Carmilla with that amazing ultimate goes in, and it is going to be very bad for Valhalla right now. Aino is down, Earl Ragnar is down, Aino will get taken out by Zayan, and with that being said, it is 2 kills getting secured from the side of Team Ada, and Valhalla has lost 2 of their mid lanes, and this is not looking good for them right now. And the gold difference has gotten neutralized. Team Ada is leading with like 400 gold, and Hayabusa is trying to take the turtle as soon as possible. But on the other hand, Terizla and Carmilla is not looking too good for Terizla right now. But yeah, the turtle is gonna get secured by Team Ada, and on the other hand, Terizla is just trying to retreat, and they, come back with some HP. Well, Ragnar is already here in the top lane, and he might try to help his teammates out right now. But if we do consider the fact about Roger right now, Roger is doing pretty good, honestly. And Baby MV is here, and he's just trying to provide as much vision as possible. And General is also going in, but in the bottom lane, it's just a slugfest right now. Both the players are just trying to hit each other and deal as much damage as possible, but it is not gonna come to any conclusion anytime soon. In the mid lane, Sobesh was almost on the verge of getting targeted, but by using the ultimate, he was able to sustain. And with that being said, Hayabusa is going back to his blue buff. And in the top lane, it is all Ragnar and Kaikuru versus General and two other players. So if if Valhalla tries to engage in the top lane, it might not look too good for them because Hayabusa is also rotating to the top lane. And with that being said, Earl Ragnar is trying to set something up, but it's not a possibility at the moment. I know is getting bursted out, but I know might be able to survive that. He is going to be losing his shell with that amount of damage being dealt on him. And Zion is just here trying to farm as much as possible, but he is not going to go in without the Franco using his ultimate. And Kaikudu was forced to use his Aegis, so he will be surviving. Zion taking out Aino as he was going just to take his buff, and he got taken out in the process. And this is not looking good for Valhalla at the moment, and they are going to be losing their blue buff to Zion as well. So currently, if we look at the situation, Himara is leading with a considerable amount of gold advantage, and in the other side of the town, the turtle is going to be spawning very soon, and someone is getting taken out, and that is Earl Ragnar getting bursted out by the entire team Ada, and this time. Roger is not in the best of positions because he is down by a lot of HP, and I think he should focus on securing his lane. After that, he needs to go back to the base to recover some of his lost HP. And oh my god, look at that kill coming out from Zion. That was just beautiful. And Terizla is just trying to harass Aino, was trying to harass Aino, and he will be going back to his lane. Carmilla is trying to not cut the lane. What is Carmilla doing here? Carmilla should have taken the lane out, and that would have been a bit beneficial for him. But on the other hand, Sobesh is getting bursted out, but Nauji is just here trying to rotate as much as possible. And that being said, Terizla is here in the mid lanes, and he has rotated finally. But some pressure is trying to be built in the bottom lane, but Sobesh is here in the mid lane. Sobesh is not moving around much. I think he's focusing on his farm rather than team fight, so that might be a good option. But Sobesh will get taken out, but no, he was forced to use his ultimate, and that will cost him some amount of progress. Aino is getting bursted out, but Aino is going to use his last insanity to get out of the situation, and Aino will get taken out in the process by Baby MB. And this time, this is Terizla Ragnar with a very good Iron Hook, but it is going to be Terizla that's going to get taken out. Zion is going to be securing a mid lane tier 3. In the top lane, it is General versus Kaikuru, and General has the upper hand right now because I believe the entire team is leading with more than 2,000 gold. So Roger is in a very good position, but at the same time, everyone is just trying to build up their attacks and everything. So we cannot say anything for sure, but it is not looking good for Valhalla. That's for sure. Fair enough.
Yeah, and we can see the rotation coming to the top lane and where Ragnar is there, but I don't think they would be engaging any soon because the turtle will spawn in any moment and they would not want to risk it. And also we can see in the mid lane they are still trying to hold on, and Zask is actually trying his best to hold on to that place because Terizla is there, and I guess Terizla should go back to his lane because we can see how actually Carmilla was pushing, and in the top lane we have already seen a fight is breaking out, and there might be a chance of Xborg getting bursted out there because all the players are there, but Xborg instead takes the kill of Minotaur over there, and Popol was taken down, double kill secured by Zion over there, and Xborg was taken down by Roger. And with that being said, they might go for the turret, and still Zask is there, so and the Lord has the Lord was about to on there, and also we can see they are already committing on the Lord. They would not wait for it because if the teammates from the side of Valhalla actually come down, they might steal the Lord, which they wouldn't want. And also, with that being said, and Zion has secured the Lord and they are retreating towards the base directly because that's the best decision because they are in very low HP. After the fight they were in a very low HP, where we can see Roger having a low HP and still not retreating, which might cost him a fortune. And already in the middle lane we can see Hayabusa was trying to get a kill of Zask over there, but as we said, Roger was taken down by Franco over there because he was in a very low HP, and Popol was there as well, so he should have retreated with his teammates. And already the Lord has came from the mid lane river, and we can see a fight is going on here, and Minotaur is engaging. And even though Xborg is trying, I guess Minotaur would be taken down, but from the side of Team Ada, they would not be able to sustain for long because from the back lane we can see how actually Charizla came here and Charizla took the kill of Carmila there, and Hayabusa took the kill of Franco of them, and also double kill secured by Hayabusa. So three of the players are down, so they would be going in for the tier 2 turret, and I guess with that push they might also go for the inhibitor, and which would be successful, I would say. And with a very low HP, Valentina is trying to retreat from the situation, and she was able to escape that. And also, uh, even though from the side of Valhalla they are very low HP, they are still holding on. And that's the thing I like about this team, that they do not give up. And also we can see how actually Zion is stealing all the buffs from Xborg, so that's giving him the upper hand, and that's why Xborg is lagging behind. So if they do not focus on these things right now, they might face a problem, whereas things are already looking bad for them.
Yep, and if you do look at the level difference, Xborg is just level 10, where Zion is already level 15, so that is a huge level difference, and they are going to be feeling that in the team fights and every other single situations, because everyone is lagging behind in levels from the side of Team Valhalla, and on the side of Team Valhalla, everyone does have a good does have a good XP advantage, so it is not looking too good for Valhalla right now. But they have a chance of coming back from this, but the chance is very slim, in my opinion. And maybe MB is trying to deal some damage, but that is not a possible right. That is not a possibility at this moment. That he did not have any backup, so going in forward would not be the best decision right now. And Earl Ragnar is still alive, and if he does manage to get an iron hook down on one of the priority players from Team Canada, it's going to be a bit disastrous for them. But still, I'm very flabbergasted by the fact that Zion is already level 15 and Xborg still has not reached level 13 yet. And like normally, 2 level difference is all right, but 4 level difference, that is huge in my opinion. Perna. So another Lord has already spawned. I think they should have waited for 30 seconds for the Lord to evolve, but they are not wasting any time, and they're going to be securing a Lord very soon. And yeah, finally, I know was able to get the blue buff. But because he's playing Xborg, it's not that big of a deal, even if he does not get it. But that was an amazing hook coming out from the Franco, and this time it is Baby MV trying to go in once again. But that was a very bad decision, sorry. But yeah, another hook coming out from Earl Ragnar. Subesh is here trying to deal some damage, but I don't think Terizla is going to fall that easily. And as we were talking about it, 2 of the players from the side of Team Ada has gotten bursted out. And if we do focus on the game right now, it's going to take some time for them to recover. But before that, the Lord won't go into much deep. And Zan is here. He's trying to use his ultimate to clear out the lanes as soon as possible. And he gets the skill and the process. That was a very good skill set coming out from the Hayabusa, and that was Terizla getting bursted out in the middle of the fight. With that being said, Team Ada is down by 1 more player again, but Sobesh is also down, so that is not too bad for them. And on the other hand, Pato and Kaikaru, they were here to do some damage to the Hayabusa, and they did steal Hayabusa's buff in the process. So Team Valhalla, they're still trying their best. They are going to be defending the Lord without much of a problem. But Naoji is gonna get bursted out, and Kaikaru's skill is gonna get scored before Naoji gets bursted out. And Naoji still has some HP left. I think this might be game over for Valhalla at this moment. But Naoji is still there and still surviving. And on the other hand, someone is gonna get secured. Someone's skill is gonna get secured. It's General who lost his life at this moment, and because the Roger is already down, I don't think that the game might end right now. And as we know that Xborg is phenomenal when it comes to defense, but Baby MV is in a very sticky situation, and he will get taken out by the Xborg as well. So finally, Xborg is level 13, so 2 level difference, that's something that they can cope with. But the goal difference is pretty huge right now, Perna, because it is 5,000 goal lead in favor of Team Ada. So if it continues like this, it's gonna look very bad for Valhalla at this moment. So I think Team Ada, they're gonna be waiting for the next board to arrive, and after that, they might engage deeper. But for now, everyone is just doing their thing. They are just regaining their position. So we're not gonna be seeing a fight anytime soon. Karen.
Yeah, I think that as well, because they have the medium pressure on Valhalla. So they do not have to worry about so much. So already we can see Zayn is back on his foot, and he is actually trying to secure all the creeps before that Lord appears. And also we can see the amount of minion pressure they are actually facing from the side of Valhalla. That's actually a big of a problem for them, because these are super minions and they have lost two of their inhibitors. And on the other side we can see that they are actually rotating towards the top lane, where the top lane's inhibitor also is in a very low HP. So things are already not looking good for them. And in 2 or 3 seconds, in 2 or 3 seconds, the Lord would be uh, spawning. So I don't think any type of competition would be seen from the side of Valhalla while taking this Lord, and Team Eda would be easily securing that one. But we are not sure about it yet. And yeah, with that being said, Hayabusa has already secured the Lord, where Ixborg is trying to defend, but that's of no use at this point, because there is Minotaur. The amount of healing coming out from him is insane at this point. And also with the with the help of that minion pressure, they are actually able to sustain for long. And they actually did not have to distract the players of Valhalla that much because of that minion pressure. And already we can see that Lord would be marching from the mid lane, and I guess this might end here soon, because this Lord would be enhanced Lord and with a lot of HP as well. So this would be hard for Valhalla to defend this one. And also the amount of damage coming out from Team Ada is insane at this point. And we could see that they are trying to engage on Valentina, and Minotaur had Minon Rage, and Carmela was taken down in the process, and double kill secured by Hayabusa over there. And Terry's Love was being taken down, but that would be of no help, because the base was then locked by the Lord itself. And with that being said, Team Ada won this one with their massive aggression. So congratulations to them. And with that being said, we are in the end of this match, and we would be coming back again with the next match. Until then, we would be taking a very short break.
I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done now. I think the girls with their nails done now.
Welcome
Welcome.
back, guys.
All right, so both of us are gonna give the intro. So for from my side, hello everyone, welcome back to Ooredoo Nation and NCCS Season 2. This is me, your caster Zine. Now it's time for Perna to give her intro.
So welcome back, guys, again in the fourth match of today, and we are in the MCCS season 2, and we are already in the match of Team Ada versus Espada MV, and we are already in the drafting phase where we can see from the side of Team Ada they have banned Martis, and from the side of Espada MV they have banned Sushin. So what do you think? What type of ban is gonna be? Meta oriented or personalized? Say.
For now, it's looking like Team Ada is focusing a bit on the personal bans because Martis is not someone that gets banned easily, and so is Saber. Saber does not even get banned. But on the side of Espada MV, they are banning out one of the most important heroes, that's Zushin. On the other hand, they are banning Fanny as well. So that seems like a personal ban, in my opinion. So yeah, both the teams are focusing a bit on personal and the meta as well. So that Tigreal was really a, what is it called, a personal ban, because Pengutizi has shown us some very good Tigreal gameplay, and without that, I think it's going to be very tough for him to showcase his skills. And on the other hand, it's going to be Espada MV with their bans right now. So what I suppose we're going to see another personal ban. Yep, not a personal ban, but a meta ban instead from the side of Espada MV. They have decided to ban out that Ling, and this time Team Ada is going to be the one who's going to get the first pick. So I suppose they're going to go with the Hayabusa once again. Maybe, I'm not sure. But they have a lot of options. They can go with the Hayabusa, the Roger, Zest, but they're not going to go with any of them. They're going to go with the Ruby. So I think they have something in mind, Perna.
Yeah, I think that as well, and they have for the second time secured Ruby first, and already we can see from the side of Espada MV they are instead going for a Terizla and a Hayabusa. And as you were saying, Hayabusa getting picked is very normal. It's very expected. But from the side of Team Ada, we are seeing that they lost that opportunity of picking Hayabusa in the previous match. They actually played very well with that Hayabusa. So yeah, if they had picked Hayabusa in this time as well, I would have said that this match has already went into their name. But from the other side, we can see that they are hovering over many of the junglers where they are actually locking onto Roger and Minsitar. So at this point, if we look at the lineup, there's Ruby, there's Minsitar, there's Roger, and Ruby has Spellvamp. Minsitar can cancel out the skills of other players, and Roger can actually farm very fast, and also he has that early game potential. So at this point, they have a lot of damage dealers in this situation in their lineup. And if we look at the side of Espada MV, they have Teresa, they have Hayabusa, they have Vexana. So we haven't seen that much of Vexana gameplay from in this tournament earlier. So that's something new. And already we have seen that from the side of Espada MV, they have banned Valentina, because from the side of Team Ada, we have seen how actually good gameplay they have with Valentina. And if we look at the lineup of Espada MV, there is Terizla, so that there's sustainability, so there is mobility, there is high damage as well. And if we talk about Vixana, there is a bit of stun there and also an eternal guard. So I would say they have a balanced lineup till now. And if we look at Team Ada, they have banned Carmilla, and also Minotaur is getting banned because we haven't seen any type of tanky hero from the side of Espada MV. So Carmilla ban was understandable, but I guess Minsitar would be the roam. So I don't know why they have banned Minotaur, probably because in the previous match they had a very good Minotaur gameplay as well. So what do you think? What's gonna be the last ban?
My mission is to protect
Yep,
lives.
yeah, we were trying to speculate the last ban, but it is going to be Halos coming out from the side. And if you look at the other side, it's Pengu TZ who has a pick right now. I believe that due to the limited number of roamers that we have right now, it would be better for them to take a roamer early on. Maybe a Belleric, maybe a Belleric, or maybe a support would be nice, but let's see what they have in mind. And I believe Atlas is an option as well. So I think they're still considering what they're gonna go with, and there's a high chance that it's gonna be something with high amount of crowd control. So that would be pretty good. So let's just wait and watch about what they are gonna be taking right now. So they're still deciding. So what do you reckon? Wow, they are gonna go with the Kufra. That's a bit unexpected. We have not seen much Kufras getting picked in the tournament right now. So on the other hand, Team Ara has the last picks here, and I think they are gonna go with that. Maybe they're gonna go with that Cho, but I don't suppose that Cho is gonna be the best pick in this scenario. But we don't know what they have in mind actually, and they are hovering over the Franco as well. So Franco, Cho, they have a lot of options that they can take right now, but it'll all decide. It will all come down to the fact that what they're gonna be picking, and Chip is getting hovered over, and Chip, as we all know, that is someone that we don't want to deal with honestly, because Chip is just, he can get very annoying very quick because of the shortcuts that he can make, and the ultimate itself is gonna be very devastating for everyone in the team fight. So yep, they are picking Chip, so it is not looking too good for Team Espada MB right now, because the chip itself is going to be very devastating, but they have Julian and Roger in their side as well from Team Ada. But Espada MV, they have secured Charizla as well as that Hayabusa, so they have their share of their share of good picks as well. So both the teams are looking pretty strong right now, honestly. So what do you think, Prerna? Which team has a better pick?
Since Team Ada is going for the three fighter strategy over there, I think they have a upper hand at this point, because in the late game they would be actually destroying everything and very destructive. And also, since a Chip is there in the team, and if he uses his shortcut precisely, that would give them a very, very good upper hand, and also that would actually almost secure the game for them. And let's see how they actually execute this one, because if we look at the other team, that is Espada Envy, they have a very decent lineup as well. So they have damage dealing, they have sustainability, and they have that magic power as well. I don't know yet. I cannot actually predict anything yet. So this is just about time that how they actually play this whole game and how they execute this one. So, what's your opinion? Do you think Espada MV can actually defend this Street Fighter strategy?
It's gonna be a bit tough for them, but I believe it's possible, because if you do look at their combinations, they have a lot of damage, and they have Hanabi that can burst down high HP heroes very quickly, but at the same time they have that Hayabusa to finish everyone off. So I think they have a very good lineup in their favor. But on the other hand, I think that the meta is shifting towards Team Ada because of the three picks that they did: the Roger, the Julian, as well as that Chip. All of them are meta heroes. Of course, we cannot forget Ruby as well. So yeah, they have a lot of metas in their side, but it's going to be a bit hard for them because they do not have a dedicated marksman in their team. So it might be a bit problematic in the late game, but in the early to mid games, I think it's going to be it's going to be fairly easier for them to sustain and do everything. Fair enough.
Yeah, I think that as well. And in the EXP lane, we can already see that a poking is going on, and the aggressive poking is going on. And we can see in the Little Wonder side, there was a competition, and Chip was actually dealing a lot of damage, whereas we can also see that Hayabusa was actually giving a lot of damage to the players of Team Ada. So things are already looking very exciting at this point, and I'm very excited to watch this match, and I guess you are as well. And there would be a Vixana versus Julian thing going on, so both of them have a little bit of stun. So that's something we would want to see how they actually end up. And already we can see that Kufra is engaging on Julian over there, but Julian was able to escape from the situation, and Chip is there as well. But I don't think that would be that much of a help. And Zen is getting cornered by Hayabusa, but because of the mobility he has, he was able to escape the situation. And already the team fight might break down on the top lane, because we can already see the turtle has spawned. So another team fight would be there in in a very short time. And already we are seeing that Kufra was trying to engage on Ruby, but Julian was there to help Ruby out. And let's see what happens in the turtle fight, because both the teams have a very balanced lineup, and both the teams have a lot of damages and also damage dealers, and things are not looking good for not looking good for Hayabusa, and Hayabusa was taken down by Chip over there. So losing their jungler was not a good decision, not a good start for Espada MV, and Kufra was taken down as well, whereas Zan was able to take the turtle, and already they had a very nice starting and 2 kills and a turtle. That's an amazing start, I would say. And also we could see that things have gone very passive again. Nothing much crazy is going on, and if we look at Minsitar and Hanabi, they are still holding on to each other very well, and I would say that I did not expect Minsitar to hold on to that for long, actually, because that's a Hanabi. So the way he actually hold on to that turret and how he was able to clear out the lane, that's amazing. Amazing gameplay coming out from Minsitar as well.
Yep, and considering that Minsitar has zero to no range whatsoever, and sustaining against Hanabi can be a very tough situation, and Minsitar is doing phenomenally well. And this time, it is Team Ada going in for that blue buff of Super Miki. And Super Miki did get a double kill down, and General is gonna get taken out as well. But this is not looking too good for Team Ada right now, and they're gonna get a triple kill, and Zayan is gonna get taken out as well. I think that was a very forced fight, and they should not have taken it. So looking at the gold difference right now, Team Ada is still leading with like 500 gold in a difference of 4 minutes into the game. So it's nothing too good, but at the same time, the little advantage is slowly going to turn into a big advantage. That's how snowballing works. But in the top lane, it looks very normal. The situation is, kind of normal here. Is just nothing that you would not expect. But both of the heroes, they're doing their best to hold down their lanes, and Ruby does have the advantage, but on the other hand, Terizla is doing phenomenally well as well. But if we do look at the bottom lane, Obito has already gotten like 3 assists. On the other hand, General has given away the kill once to Vixana, and Vixana is leading with the gold, I believe. So if it continues like that, it might be a bit problematic. And this time it is Baby trying to take Super Miki down, and Super Miki might get taken out by General, and General has gotten a shit down. It's gonna work very well in his favor. Pengu TZ is not in a good position, and he'll get taken out as well. At this time, it is Zoro TZ trying to do something, and this time Hayabusa coming out, and he is trying to use the OB Shadow Kill, but a missed attempt because it is been used on the Chip, and Chip being the tank is kind of tanky. So with that being said, Genji is on the run, and he will get taken out by the Ruby. Obito is trying to just deal some damage, but it would be better for him to not engage the opponents right now, because he doesn't have any teammates in the area right now. This time it is Pengu TZ once again with the Kufra trying to come out, but it will not do much for him, and Zion is just here trying to take the turtle, and he will be securing the turtle very soon. And with that being said, no fight is going to be breaking out anytime soon right now, Pranav.
Exactly, and actually the way how Ruby was going aggressive was very amazing. And if we look at Minsitar over there, they already swapped their lanes. So as we were talking about his sustainability against Hanabi, he actually proved to be very useful in the team fights, as he should, because all his skills would cancel out the skills of the other players. And we can see Hanabi is swapping lanes as well. So Hanabi is not letting go Minsitar alone there, because she knows she can take him down, and already a fight might break down in the mid lane. And we saw how they were trying to engage on the players of Espada MV. So if they secure this turret of mid lane, they would get that more map control. So let's see if they are able to do so. But General will be taken down by Hanabi, as we were talking about it, and Kip has already committed on Genji over there, and Genji was taken down, and Obito is still there trying to hold on to the turret, and she is actually able to do that. And already we can see that Julian is being cornered, and I guess Julian would be taken down over there because there is Vexana. But with the help, that's an amazing gameplay coming out from Julian, I would say, because how he escaped from that situation is phenomenal. And already we can see that Pengu is getting cornered, but he would be able to retreat from the situation with the help of his second skill. And already Terizla is rotating. So let's see if any type of team fight breaks out here. But even though there was a chance, they did not go that way. But the situation is again passive, and we can already see Ruby versus Terizla. So that's something I actually love to see, because none of them gets down, and Terizla being sustainable hero and Ruby having that spellbound, that's something actually amazing to watch. And already the turtle would be spawning in 3 seconds. So let's see how it ends for Zoro Whitey, because he is being cornered and I guess he would be taken down because he is outnumbered over there. But because of the turret, he was able to retreat from the situation. And already from the side of Zayn, he is trying to commit on the turtle. And I guess Hayabusa would be trying to steal that because he has the chance and Pink Whitey is there. And I don't think he would be able to steal this because Roger has already secured the turtle and we can see a fight is going on. And let's see if it ends well for Espada Envy. But Vixana was taken down even though the Eternal Curve was providing damage for her, but she could not take advantage of that. And we can see Zorzi is trying to escape from the situation, and I guess he would be able to escape the situation because Hayabusa is there and his Uchi Shadow is being used. So yeah, that was amazing Uchi Shadow, and because of him, his teammates were able to retreat from the situation. And I would say Kufra must recall from the situation because he is in a very low HP. He had escaped the situation twice, and I guess he should not risk it anymore because they are already lagging behind. See.
Yeah, I do agree. But that was a good fight from both the sides. And one thing we have to highlight for sure that the use of Minstar's ultimate during that during the turtle fight was very crucial because once Genji got in, he wasn't able to come out anymore, and he did not have the courage to engage at that time. So that was a very phenomenal play coming out from General. And Zayn is just here trying to take them lose it up, and he was successful in doing that. General taken Genji was taken out, and Pingudizi was taken out as well. This time it's going to be Super Nikki getting taken out by Zayn. That being said, a lot of damage is being dealt by Naoji, and Naoji is going to get taken out as well. But who's winning the fight? And the tier it was Team Ada that was. And with that being said, I think he was going to get the mid lane tier 3 very easily. And with that being said, they are going to be marching towards the tier 2, and it will be taken. So just look at the number of minions that they have right now. With his second skill, it's going to be a ton of damage to turret. And that being said, 2 turrets have been secured with just one skirmish, and that was a very good trade for Team 1. They have only lost Nausea, and in return they have gotten 2 turrets, and I believe it was a complete wipe from the side of Espada MV. So overall, the situation is not looking too good for Espada MV right now, but on the other hand, they still have the capabilities to come out from this. I think Pengutizi is trying to engage in a fight, but at the same time, because of the distraction coming out from both General and Baby MV, I think it will be a very easy Lord for Team Ada. With that being said, the Lord is going to get secured by Zion, and Zion is just going to be in the area and trying to do something. But at the same time, General is getting bursted out by the Hayabusa, but he was able to survive. I think TZ trying to take out Nausea, but Nausea is going to use the enhanced second skill to get out of this situation. And Zoro TZ is here. He's still trying to deal some damage, but it's not a possibility at the moment. On the other hand, Hayabusa and Hanabi both are in the top lane, and they were just doing their things, but it's not going to be working out in their favor right now. I think TZ is still trying to help keep the blue buff intact, but that is not a possibility for the time being. And oh my goodness, that was such a good ultimate coming out from the Ruby, and now she's going to be using that opportunity to the fullest, and that was a great team fight coming up from the side of Team Ada, and this is Pengutizi to go in, but he's gonna get bursted out by everyone from the side of Team Ada. And this time Zion has gone in, he's trying to deal some damage, so he's with a lot of damage taken, and Zion is going in deep, trying to take down Obito's kill, and with that being said, this might be game over for this MV. Before the game ended, Terizla was taken out once again. What a beautiful display of domination coming from Team Ada. They have been winning for the past 3 matches, and this has been phenomenal, player, honestly, because they have showed us how to play. They have showed us how to rotate, and they have shown us some very good gameplays. So kudos to them. And with that being said, that's gonna be end for this match, and we are gonna be right back with the last match of the night, I believe, and we'll be right back, guys.
girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. 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 I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now.
Back, guys, to the MCCS Season 2, and we are in the last match of today where we would be saying Espada MV battling against the Legends, and we are already in the drafting phase, and I guess in this drafting phase we would be seeing some meta heroes, and also there might be some personal bans, and already we can see from the side of Espada MV they have banned Zoshin, so this Zoshin was banned in all 5 matches, and already we can see from the side of Legends they have banned Roger. We haven't seen that much of a gameplay of Roger from the side of Espada MV, so I think the Legends are going for a strategical ban over here. And in the casting deck, I'm here with you, Prerona, and with me is your favorite Zane.
Hello, everyone, and we are here with the last match for tonight, and this is gonna be a good match. I believe that it's gonna be played by Espada MV and the Legends. So Espada MV, they have already decided to ban out Azushin as well as that Hayabusa, but on the other hand, it is Roger getting banned from the side of the Legends, and they are gonna be banning out Ling next. So everyone here, so from the side of the Legends, they're just trying to ban out some possible junglers and some meta junglers as well. But from the side of Espada MV, we are not seeing anything unusual. Hayabusa getting banned is pretty normal, I believe, as well as that Zushin. So Zushin getting banned, that's a very good decision from their part as well. So yeah, it's not looking too unusual for now. So with the next ban, we'll be able to predict a bit about what is going to go down. So yes, the next ban is Sicilian. So from the side of the Legends, we have their last ban for the first phase, and I reckon it's going to be another one of the junglers, possibly a Julian maybe. So let's just wait around and see what they're going to be banning. Fair enough.
I guess they would be going for another jungler-oriented ban, and I don't know yet. But seeing from this position, they have already banned Lee, they have banned Roger, but they proved me wrong, and they have went for the Tigreal, and the amount of crowd control that comes out of Tigreal, the amount of dash he provides, and also how he is actually being very helpful with that implosion and the way how much tanky he is. I would ban Tigreal if I was there as well, because that's a hero you don't want to face in tournament lobbies or in ranked matches if there is no Tigreal player in your team. And if we look at the bans of Espada MV, they have banned Sicilian, Hayabusa, and Sushin, and that was a mage-oriented ban till now, because I would say the amount of damage that comes out from Sicilian or the amount of support that comes out from Zushin is amazing. So and if we talk about Hayabusa, the Oogie Shadow is something you should be feared of. And from the side of Espada MV, we could see that the first pick was Yuzong with a Petrify. So the best Yiki laner hero, I would say, is back in this tournament, and we haven't seen any Yuzong play till now in this tournament. So that's something I'm very excited about. And on the other hand, from the side of Legends, we can see that they have locked on to the MM first, that is Lazily and Valor. And if we talk about Lazily getting picked first, I don't know if that's a wise decision, because that's a hero which locks onto one target at a time. So I don't know how they are planning to play on this. But if we talk about Valor, the amount of anti-CC he has, that's actually something you would want in your team, because if any player comes onto you, you can push him away. So that's a wise decision, I would say. And from the other side, we can see Espada MV is hovering over Hanabi, the amount of damage she can deal, and also how her damage bounces off to one player to another. That's something actually you should be scared of at this point, because in this meta, Hanabi is very crucial hero. So I don't know how they are gonna hold it against Hanabi. How can actually Lazily be able to sustain Hanabi? And I don't know about that. But as we were talking about Hanabi and Lolita thing, they didn't want to risk it from the side of the Legends. That's why they, I guess, picked Lolita already. And if we talk about Espada MV, they have picked Vixana once again. So let's see how they can execute this match. And if we talk about the Legends, I'm still confused about the lineup, because there is Lazily, there is Valor, and then comes the Lolita. I don't know how they're planning to execute this one, but Lolita would be very helpful to bounce off the skills of Hanabi. So yeah, that's wise, I would say.
Maybe they just took Lolita because they did not want Espada MV to have Lolita, because the Lolita and Hanabi combo is pretty strong in the current meta. So I think that might have been one of the reasons why, but I still don't know why they've decided to pick that Valor. But maybe they're comfortable with it, and the Lazily as well. So Lazily against Hanabi is actually a very good pick, but Genji playing that Vixana, it might be a bit problematic for the opponent's team. But because Lolita has that shield, she can deflect some of the skills coming out from the side of his MV, but still it's gonna be a bit problematic for them. So now for the fourth ban, it was Julian from the side of the Legends and Terisla from the side of his MV. The last ban from the Legends was Saber, and now that Espada MV are there in their last ban, I think they're going to be banning out another XP lane, because that is one of the roles that is still remaining, either an XP lane or a jungler. So both are in consideration right now. So we just have to wait and see what they are going to be banning for the time being. So Espada MV still just hovering over their bans, not deciding on what to ban. Maybe they can just not ban anything and still be okay with it, because I see most of the banned heroes getting banned, and some of them, no, none of them getting picked. So honestly, Parano, most of the heroes that are banned, we see them getting banned in most cases. And Steven was banned from Espada MV in the last segment. Maybe they were just indecisive about what to ban, and this time is Shanut taking Popol and Koopa. So Espada MV has the last pick, and they are going to be going with that Carmilla, and they have one last pick remaining. And I'm very curious to see what this pick is going to be, because they are still lacking a jungler. So maybe they will have to pick a jungler, and confused about what jungler they can pick right now, because most of them have gotten banned. And the only jungler that I can see getting picked in this situation is Lancelot, I believe. And Lancelot would be fairly good in this situation, I believe. So what about you, Perna? What do you think?
I think that as well, or they might go for a tanky jungler. But we forgot about Alpha. So yeah, they might go for Alpha, and yeah, they went for Alpha actually. The amount of damage Alpha can cause, but we have to wait till the last game for seeing his full potential. But on the other hand, we could see that they have picked Sissy over there. So Sissy and Yuzong are gonna have a 1v1 over there, which would be amazing one. I don't know why. Is it just me who is always excited about the EXP lane fight, or is it everyone? So that's a question I would be asking you once again. So already, if we talk about the lineups over there, they have very decent lineup over there, because both the teams have damage dealers, both the team have their tanky heroes. So that's a match that would be fun to watch, I would say. So coming back to my question, which lane do you prefer most to watch, spectate, or which lane's fight do you enjoy more?
Well, for the early game, I preferred the lane that is getting roamed. That is my preference for the early game. And in the late game, I just want to focus on the marksman, because that's where most of the damage goes in. And that's some things that I'm very intrigued about. But other than that, if I were to choose only one single lane, I would always choose the mid lane, because that's where most of the shenanigans occur. Yeah, the mid lane is pretty much my favorite for the team fights and everything. But at the same time, there is still an opportunity for them to be rotating the most lanes. So I prefer, the lane that gets rotated to the most. That is going to be my favorite lane always. So yeah, other than that, it's looking pretty normal for both the sides right now. Zoro TZ is just trying to get to the buff from the side of the Legends, but yeah, it's not gonna be a possibility at the moment. So here they're just gonna secure the Lethal Water, and I think they'll be done with it. But Genji is going a bit too deep, and he is getting punished for that. But I think it won't be much of a problem. But Yuzong versus CC is going to be a fight that we should always focus about, because they both are some very good XP laners, and Yuzong has that ability to deal a lot of damage as well as sustain for some amount of time. But CC, on the other hand, has the mobility and the continuous damage dealing ability. So at the same time, I can see that from the side of the Legends, they're trying to press a bit in the bottom lane, but I don't think that's a possibility right now, because the bottom lane is getting defended by the Hanabi. So the Hanabi can easily... Oh, we missed an important fight, and it was Cook Merodio getting taken out by the side of Espada MV. And in the bottom lane, Espada MV just defended with one single Hanabi against an entire team from the side of the Legends. So it's not the best decision for the Legends right now to rotate, because the turtle, it's gonna be the best decision for them to rotate at the moment, because the turtle is already here, and I think they should be focusing on the turtle a bit, but they are still focusing on that Hanabi, and the Leslie is dealing a lot of damage, even if it's the early game. But Popol and Koopa, I don't think they're the best junglers that you could have taken for the moment. But at the same time, the Espada MV side are leading with the gold. They are leading with almost 1,000 gold. So it's not looking too good for the Legends right now, but they can still come back from this. It's not going to be much of a problem. Turn off.
I think that as well, but since there is a Lolita in the opponent, so I don't think Hanabi would be able to show her full potential yet, if only if Lolita rotates from there, I guess Hanabi might have an opening for her to take on Leslie, because we can see that because of the help of Lolita, Leslie is able to sustain from the situation again and again, and an amazing ultimate coming out from Carmilla as well as Vixana, and Alpha was able to take the kill of Lolita over there. So I guess they would be going in for the gold, but they did not. They are just rotating towards the mid lane, because we can already see in the mid lane, Popol is trying to help Valid to secure some gold over there. And if you look at the EXP lane, both of the fighters are going very neck to neck, and they are dealing damage to each other. They are just poking, and they are going back. And this is something I actually love about the EXP lane, because none of them gives up. And already we can see in the bottom lane, Lolita is again back with Nabi, with Leslie to face Hanabi. And if we talk about Hanabi over there, she is playing very tricky, and she is holding onto the turret very tight, and she actually sustained in that situation where we could see 1v4 situation, and she did not deal a bit of damage in that situation as well. And so kudos to her. And already we can see a very passive situation from both the teams, where the roamer from the side of Legions is actually trying to press on the marksman. But even though the roamer is there, Leslie is not able to be able to take on Hanabi. But we missed one fight once again, and Yuzong was able to take down CC in the EXP lane, and he would be able to secure some gold over there as well. And Turtle has spawned, so let's see if any type of team fight breaks out here, because I am expecting one. And already we can see they are trying to clear out the middle lane, and I guess after clearing this out and after taking the buff, Popo would be here to contest for the Turtle, maybe, because we haven't seen Popo competing for the objects that much. So I am expecting one from him, and already we can see that Valley took a lot of damage, and Pingusi would be taken down. And already we are seeing that from the side of Espada MV, they are going very aggressive, and double kill secured by Vixana over there, where Zoro 3 was able to take down Popol, I guess. Yeah, Popol. He was able to take down Popol, and with that being said, he would be using his Retribution plus his Alpha Charge to, not Alpha Charge, he would be using his second skill to secure the Turtle. So if we look at this situation already, we can see that Espada MV is going very one-sided, and from the side of Legends, they are not able to hold on to their situation that much well. So what do you think? If the match goes to the late game, would they be able to come back to this situation? Come back to the game?
The chances of that happening are fairly low. And look at that. As we were talking about it, Genji was single-handedly taking down the Leslie. I don't understand what the Legends were doing. They always had the number advantage in the goal lane, but they were not able to take down that Hanabi, even if their life depended on it. And look at that situation. The Hanabi and the Vixana themselves, they just took out the Leslie like it was nothing. So that is how you're supposed to play. But I believe the Legends, they should have focused a bit on the other lanes as well. And even though they tried to take down the Hanabi a number of times, it was not possible. And look at the damage getting dealt out by that Carmilla's the Carmilla's ultimate, and the Vixana is just bursting everyone down. Look at that. One single second skill, and 30% of the HP from Valerie was down in a second. And Hanabi has already come online. I think she has a lot of damage under her belts right now, and it's going to be a bit problematic for Inan if he doesn't realize that he's getting targeted by both Obito and Hanabi. Inan might get taken out very soon, and he is going to get taken out, but I think Genji will get taken out in the process as well. He just went in a bit too deep, and that was a very good play coming out from the Legends. So currently, it's not looking too good for them, because they are behind by 5,000 gold, and if it continues like this, it's not gonna be pretty for them. Because Zoro TZ has not died once, Obito has not died once, Super Miki has not died once. Only Genji and Pingu TZ, they are the only ones who have died. And Pingu TZ's kills don't really count because he's the roamer, right? So even if the roamer lags behind in gold, he can just make it up for it with the roam item. So it's not looking too good for the Legends right now. And look at that amount of damage coming out from Zoro TZ, and I think he will get taken out in a short moment. And yes, he is. Oh! He is, yep. You don't come out from that thing. And this time, Super Miki is trying to deal some damage to everyone around him, but it's not gonna be a possibility at the moment. Inan has already come out from her lane, from his lane, and he is near the team fight. And this time, it's gonna be Hanabi rotating to the mid lanes, and I think they're trying to build some pressure near the blue buff from the side of the Legends. And that being said, Super Miki is here. He's trying to deal some damage as well. Pengutizi, on the other hand, here as the front laner, and they're going to be dealing some damage. Genji is dealing a ton of damage, honestly, and that is expected because of the amount of gold that they have in their network. So just look at that. Skill 1 and skill 2, and that is game over. And look at that, as we were talking about it is Genji getting a triple kill and possibly a maniac, but nope, Pengutizi was the one who took out the maniac. But that is just an insane amount of damage being dealt by that Genji, by that Vexana, honestly. And now they're going to be scoring the Lord fairly easily without any competition, and it's just not looking too good for the Legends right now, Perla.
Yeah, exactly. And we can see that the amount of damage that is coming out from Vixana at this point is very immense, and already they have secured the Lord as well. So the Lord would be marching from the bottom lane, and we can already see that from the side of the Spada Envy, they have secured 4 turrets already. So that's gonna give them an upper hand of the map control, and also they would be able to push on into the inhibitors, I guess, if they are able to distract the players of the Legends, because we can already see that Vixana is trying to set up a diversion for them, because she is there waiting for the teammates. And I guess whenever they would try to defend the Lord, she would be summoning her Lord, and that would cause a problem for the Legends already. And we can see in the mid lane they have secured the tier 2 turret, and as I was saying, they might go for the inhibitor, but they were able to take 1 turret down from this Lord, and that actually diverted the whole Legends team. And if we look at the top lane, the lane is clear almost, and Alpha is there, so there is a high possibility of any inhibitor getting down at this point, because they are already cornered. And if we look at the bottom lane's inhibitor, that's in a very low HP as well. So there is a chance for the Espada Envy team to end this game any time. And already we can see that there was a initiation from the side of the Legends on Espada Envy, but they were able to escape the situation, whereas things are going again in a calm way, because the Lord will be spawning in a very the Lord would be spawning very late, and I don't think before that they would be risking any player, and they would be playing safe for this moment from the side of Espada Envy, because we haven't seen the Legends coming forward that much. So yeah, I guess Espada Envy wouldn't be throwing themselves as well.
Yep, because of the lead that they have right now, if they give even 1 kill away, it's gonna cost them quite a bit. So I think the Espada MV, they're just playing their part, trying to play as safe as possible, and they are not playing that aggressive. They're just trying to hold their ground and wait for the next Lord. As we can see, Alpha is already there near the Lord, and everyone else is rotating near the bottom lane. So it's pretty clear that they are not interested in engaging right now. They're just waiting for the Lord, and with the Lord that they can attack again. So that is their plan for now. And if we see the Legends, they're just trying their best to defend right now. Nobody's going out of the team's range, and that's a very good approach considering that they don't have much gold right now. And Genji is just being a menace in the lanes, and he's just harassing the opponents at this time. So with that being said, it's another buffs getting stolen from the side of the Legends, and with the Lord spawning, I think it's going to be a fairly easy Lord for Espada MV. I think they should have waited for like 30 seconds for the Lord, so that they could have taken the enhanced Lord. That would have been better for them, but they did not wait a second, and now they have secured the second Lord of the game. With that being said, everyone is just trying to rotate as much as possible to their lanes, but at the same time, CC is just trying to CC is just trying to deal some amount of pressure to the lanes, but they're gonna get some enhanced minions, so it won't be that beneficial for the Legends. and I think they should focus a bit on defending their remaining turrets. The Lord is going to be coming out from the bottom lane, and nobody has cleared out the lane, so the mid lane minions are going to go to waste. But at the same time, I think new minions will be spawning in a number in a bit. Yeah, in the new minions have already spawned, and I think nobody's going to be clearing out the bottom lane as well. That's a very good decision. But the mid lane should have gotten cleared. But everyone has focused on the Lord, and nobody from the side of Espada MV is showing any kind of initiation. And for the first time, Pengu TZ has gone in. I think it's going to be a Pengu and Genji combo. And as I said, Genji was the one securing the kill. And I think Yuzong might get taken out. Very low HP, and he's going to get taken out by that Leslie. So it's not looking too good for Espada MV right now. Both the teams have lost one of their players. And in the mid lane, it's not like Espada MV is trying to build some pressure down, but I don't think they will be able to secure the lane because of the Leslie, and the Leslie is dealing a ton of damage right now. And wow, another Lord gone to waste from the side of Espada MV. I'm just a bit disappointed at this point, fair enough.
Yeah, that was completely unfortunate because if they actually went on with the Lord, and I don't know what Vixana was doing there, but she could have summoned her Lord as well. She could have initiated, and by that time the team could have rotated towards that. So that was quite unfortunate for Espada MV. They just lengthened this match, and already we can see the situation going again into a passive one. And already, if we look at the top lane, I guess Lolita would be there clearing out the lane, and that might cause Espada MV losing one turret. I don't know yet because they still have openings. They have two openings over there because two of their inhibitors are down. So the Legends might or might not push because they would be facing minion pressure as well, and the amount of damage coming out from Lazy at this point is immense. So she can actually melt down any type of hero over there, as we saw how she went on Yuzong over there. So let's see what how it ends for them, because the Lord would be spawning in 30 seconds. So let's see if they break, if any type of team fight breaks out before that Lord fight. Because I am hoping that from the mid lane they would be able to take down the turret without the help of any Lord, but it's just on them because we cannot actually predict anything about Espada MV at this point, because we have seen how they have wasted two of the important Lords. So it's on them. And already we have seen that they are trying to clear out the lanes in the middle lane, but the Legends are holding on to their last inhibitor, that is the mid lane's inhibitor. But if we look at the Lord at this point, Alpha is trying to take on the Lord, and the amount of damage coming out from Lazy is actually immense. She was trying to commit on a Vixana over there, and I guess with this Lord they would be able to end the base. I don't know yet, but we can see from the side of Espada MV they are stealing all the buffs over there. So this is a very corner situation for the Legends, and let's see how it ends for them, because
Yeah,
I am not sure about how they actually execute this one, because we have seen them playing aggressive and then I don't know what happens to them and then they go bit dull. And if we look at the Lord that's coming out from the top lane at this time, at this point, and I would say if they are able to distract the teammates, the Lord might get into the base. And I think they should do it actually, and we can already see how they are actually just holding on to that mid inhibitor. So if any type of rotation in the bottom lane or in the top lane happens, this would cause them to divert and they would be able to secure that mid lane. And already we can see that they are defending the Lord. So let's see if they are able to defend this Lord as well, because we can see a fight is going on in the base already, and Popo is being taken down, and a huge amount of damage is coming out from Hanabi. And already we can see Vixana is trying to use her second skill, and Yuzong tried his Black Dragon form, but that was of no use. I guess Pengu TZ will be taken down, and with that being said, Camila was taken down by Lazy over there, and we can see a immense amount of fight going on in the base, and the base was being finally locked by Espada MV, and they finally won this match. So congratulations to them.
Yep, very well played by Espada MV, and I think they could have ended the match a bit earlier, but they were just trying to look for the perfect opportunity, and when they found the opportunity, they went right in and solved and won the match. So overall, it was a good match from both the teams. But yeah, that was it for today, everyone. We will be seeing you tomorrow, same time, and until then, take care. We will be back tomorrow again. Bye bye.
girls with their nails done now.